Welcome to levelupyourgame.net. I'm Disrepute, joined by Vor. Hello.
Oh, I'm allowed to talk now.
You're allowed to talk. And you got to say hello back.
Hello.
Czech Republic versus Sweden, ClanBase Nations Cup. We're already at the knockout stage. And it's the upper bracket second round here. Sweden already defeating Germany, and the Czech Republic took out Finland in the previous round. Perhaps against some expectations. The winner of this will play Poland or Serbia in the upper bracket final. The loser will go down to play the winner of Denmark and the UK in the lower bracket.
Denmark then.
All to play for, right? Yeah, Denmark then. So they've picked their maps, Hidden Fortress and Purgatory. Sweden with this first map, Hidden Fortress. Let's just take a look at the teams. Flatek, Krisa, Frag and Detour for the Czech Republic. For Sweden, Bab, Sparty, Hazard and Puri Vor. What are your expectations?
Well, Sweden picked this map, so favour them on it. They've got a very strong team, good aimers. You know, and Puri and Sparty are very solid on making sure they take items and keep them timed. I think Czech will struggle on this map, but you know, they could play in such a way that it's a minute. I think they're going to have to play very tight as a team to keep the score down. Maybe they could do something with the quads. They have got very good team play. I would actually put them ahead of Sweden in terms of team play.
Who do you think are going to be the star players?
Well, we always see Krisa perform well. I think depending on how Sweden play it, I think Puri will be very important for them. He's normally involved in the LG yellow area and stacking up on the yellows and the megas, but he might not play that role. He might let Sparty play that role, so we'll have to see.
It should be a good game nevertheless. People, I'd say Sweden are going to be the favourites pretty obviously, but you never know. Czech Republic could pull out a shock result. We've seen
Sweden are definitely going to be favourites, but we've seen how good the Czechs' team play is against other teams in this tournament, and you know, they could pull out a good performance and certainly challenge Sweden.
Of course, Hidden Fortress, one of the newer maps. Wasn't around in Quake 3, well, played competitively anyway. You got the one power up on one side of the map, quad damage. You got the two yellows. You got the red, you got the mega, and a full arsenal of weapons to work with. We're going to go live. We're going to start off following Sparty. Spawns up high, drops down for the red, but misses out on getting anything. And it looks like Czech Republic got in on the LG yellow, which is usually the advantageous position to get a player in and hold. Sparty just backing off to get that shotgun. Teammate working with him there to take out Detour, who got that early stack from the yellow and the shards and had the lightning gun. It's an early quad, in fact. Gonna see if either teams go out here. Sparty getting that second red. Only 16 health. Could be the 50 up here. No, it's not. There we go. Frag right on there for that quad. And gets a frag with the rail. He's got nothing else to work with, though. Good team play, though. Gives him the rocket, but terrible shot and goes down to Puri.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate there. I think he was slightly reluctant to fire the rocket. He didn't want to hit his teammate, but would have been better if he perhaps did and continue his quad run.
So we're now following Puri in this yellow armour LG room. Looks like he's waiting on that shaft to spawn just to replenish his ammo. Picks up the shards as well and going to move out to mid, is he? Do some damage, although Mega is going to be up in a second. And look, two Czech players down there waiting for it. Both of them go down.
Yeah, it's good that they had it timed, but they didn't really deal any damage when they stole that Mega.
Just surprised Puri. Well, I suppose Puri can't really go out to mid and do any damage here. See, he moves to the back room, shooting some long-range rockets, interestingly. Gonna switch round and see Flatek with the rail in this mid position, sets down by Sparty's machine gun, lands on the 50, so he should be alright. Score 10-10. Got the next quad coming up soon. In fact, Czech Republic have got a good position in on that yellow armour, and it will be up before the quad. So all the red, the mega as well. So could potentially
they've actually done
see
a good job moving between these rooms. You see that they moved out of yellow to go and take that red, and it's a good play so far by them.
It'll be interesting to see who's set up what. It looks like Sweden already got players at the quad. Although Czech Republic have just got in that position, pushing Bab away with the rockets, moves in, he hits excellent rail, but does go down. Hazard manages to dive in and grab the quad right in front of them. He's even survived, and he's got a rocket to work with. Decides not to pick up that plasma, interestingly, and just gets taken down in the back from a fresh spawner. Bit of a mistake then.
Good move to go aggressive on the quad. Quad had his back turned to Vladisek up on the plasma spawn. Just dropped in behind the quad and no reaction from Hazard really, but with how quickly plasma does kill, you know, Quad didn't really have much chance.
So the two yellows are up next and the mega health. Just look
Curry 999.
So you've got 3 Swedish players by that teleporter where the 50 is.
Yeah, and currently we have several Czech players in that yellow armour room. That is definitely secure, and they definitely have the advantage going into this.
Puri, if he times out as well, he's just picked up the red, it looks like.
3, 2, 1, fight.
So the referee's paused it. Let's look around. Yeah, the Swedish players have got nothing, and now Puri's timed out. They've literally got nothing to work with, just machine guns. We see Detor's got the rail, sitting on the rail position over the red. He's only got 30 health, so he's if he doesn't drop that weapon, if they attack him though, he should be fine. Frag moving down for the Meg, which is in 4 seconds. No one's going to challenge him, I don't think. Creaser in the yellow looks like he's dropping down to support the Mega as well. Maybe he'll take it. He's actually got a yellow armour. And he's got a shaft but no ammo. And Flatek, he's got the plasma, he's got rockets, not much health either. So Czech Republic are in the better position.
Yeah, they're in a much better position, and if they play it right when we come back from this timeout, they could really dominate the map, you know, for the next minute or so, up until the next power-up. Sweden are going to have to really look to, based on the position of the Czech players, they're going to have to look to get that back yellow and rocket launcher maybe, and that'll at least put them in a position to challenge the next red, and assuming they can take that, they could easily find themselves back in the map, but at the moment not good positions at all for the Swedes.
Well, Puri's lagged out. Czech Republic do lead by 7 odd frags, and they're in position. 80 seconds until the quad. If they can hold out, they can run another 2 minutes maybe of frags. It's not looking too good for Sweden for the next period of play, but we'll have to see where Puri spawns as well. You never know, you might get a really useful spawn, maybe on the Mega, something like that. We'll have to see.
Well, if he spawns on that Mega, he's gonna get killed, as he's obviously spawning off to the left, well, right of it, depending on how you look at the Mega.
I wonder how long we're going to be waiting now for a time.
Well, no one's said anything about whether or not he's coming back, so I have to assume maybe his internet has gone down and they aren't able to contact him.
Yeah. Can't contact people without the internet nowadays. I'm going to have to rebind his number as well. No.
Magic.
It is. Might as well cycle around the players again. It's good having this.
It is, yeah, because it's the only way you can change POV, of course, while timed out or paused.
Wow, that was weird. Let me just switch back. When I switch to Bab's point of view, you just see Puri's disappearing sort of animation thing, bubble.
Oh, yeah, you only see it once though.
No, you see it every time you switch to Bab.
I don't.
He's client 4.
Yeah, I know.
Magic.
Well, I don't.
Everybody can confirm on the stream that I do.
Yeah.
It's
I
exciting.
switched to the remote ago, I didn't see it. Even Hazard there, that teleporter, that is... It's not a great position to be in, but they're not going to be under pressure because there's a player sitting on the rail spawn at the moment, but without much health, and the red armor isn't due up. So they're not going to be under pressure from him. And Sparty is on the walkway above where they are at the moment.
Well, that back yellow's up in 3, so you would think they would maybe get that. They shouldn't be challenged.
They need to get that. They need to get the rocket, and then from there, look to, you know, re-secure control of that red armor, because at the moment they're not going to be able to get into that yellow armor lightning gun room.
Internet died. And that's it. It's over. Hazard was the sub. So Sweden looking like they're in a bit of trouble here. Getting a squad together. Maybe they could get one of the CTF players. Another one that played before. Because I think I'm right in saying that the 2 squads count as 1 squad.
I think so. It depends how you set your squad up though. You can obviously set up separate teams. Maybe UK is all one team.
On ClanBase,
which has its advantages. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite bad for Sweden if Puri doesn't come back. He is one of their strongest players. Maybe the strongest player actually in this lineup.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun VOD this, isn't it? I'm going to have to stop it after 1 map.
Yeah. Maybe they should get Toxic to play. I believe he was playing earlier this evening, if not still playing.
Yeah, nice to see he's coming back, potentially for the DreamHack TDM event.
Why doesn't he come back earlier and play this?
Yeah.
They could perhaps use him.
Yes, I'm looking at IRC. Old Chubbs.
Annie. Don't think Annie's much of a TDM player, but, you know, could be the difference between a forfeit, although I'm sure it would be a forfeit if they had to cancel this.
There must be so many Swedish players. And I think I'm right in saying all Swedes are born good at Quake. So anybody could pretty much step in and be a first choice for any other nation. I'm pretty sure that's a fact. Genetically speaking. So it shouldn't be too hard to find somebody. Now, anyway, Sweden, you would say, were the favourites. Already beaten Germany in the playoffs. Germany getting a little bit further than they did in the last ENC, of course.
Which they didn't qualify for.
We love to mention that, don't we?
I like to mention it because people try and say, oh, this German team this season's weak or something, but it's not weak because they're actually active players who actually want to play in it, whereas the superstars from the previous season didn't even manage to qualify for ENC.
Serbia beating UK in that last match. We both played in it, Vor.
Yeah.
Got any comments?
Well, it's just what happens when you don't take the game seriously enough. We should have been practicing. We haven't practiced, and you can't expect to win if you don't practice.
I'd say watching back the VODs, I was actually really impressed by the team play of Serbia. If they'd had a little bit weaker team play, I'm pretty sure we would have won. So, They did a good job. Deuce did some insane quad run on DM14. It's like one of the best I've ever seen. So I really suggest everybody go and watch the VOD. Probably now, to be honest. We're probably going to be here for 20 minutes waiting for another sub. Why are you promoting
watching games where we lose? Don't.
Oh yeah, don't watch it. Don't watch Serbia versus the UK.
Watch UK versus NL on DM6 from last season's ENC. That's a good match.
Just that map.
Sorry, just not the match. Just that map. Don't watch DM7.
Yeah.
No, actually, watch the last 2 minutes of DM7. That's quite interesting from a spectator point of view.
It is, but we do lose there as well. So, just don't watch any UK matches in case we lose. Now, Poland versus Denmark was played in the upper bracket round 1. Poland took that. We didn't actually see that, did we?
No, we didn't cover that because...
Unfortunately.
I don't know who wasn't available. I think you weren't.
Or were we playing at the time?
I don't even know,
I think that
to
was
be
a
honest. Unfortunate, really, because that would have been quite a good game, I think.
Yeah, I had my hopes. Well,
I actually thought Denmark were going to win
on
that.
Denmark, yeah, to take that, but they didn't.
Maybe they'll get another chance after they beat the UK.
2-0 it was to Poland as well. Yeah, this Sunday, Denmark versus UK is scheduled for, although we might have to move it due to the fact we might not have players, so... But if we did move it, we'd be able to stream the other match, which is on Sunday, I would.
Oh, what match is that? Maybe I can co-commentate it while playing WoW?
Yeah, possibly. What date is that? That'll be 13th, won't it? So it'd be Germany versus Finland, which actually should be a really good game. Both teams are very solid team play together.
Yeah, it should be actually quite evenly matched because I guess Finland, having lost against Czechs, are a bit weaker than they perhaps were in previous seasons, so they should be quite an even match for Germany.
Yeah, it should be. Germany sort of up-and-coming players, you might say, although there's some with experience like Jill Bort, as he's called.
Oh, bullshit's this on IRC? Could Vor sing some song from David Hasselhoff for us while waiting? I don't sing, and I wouldn't be singing David Hasselhoff if I did.
Why don't they ask me to sing? I used to be in a choir.
Okay, you do it then.
No, I'm not going to, obviously. But I feel left out that I haven't even been asked. Is a slight distortion of the truth saying I was in a choir. Singing hymns at school. Does that count as being in a choir?
Well, it kind of does, doesn't it? Because they force you to do it, so you don't have a choice. I mean, you can either sing or be one of those kids that's not allowed in while you sing.
Yeah, what, of the whole school?
Yeah, didn't you have kids like that in your school where they had whatever religious exemption from
No,
sitting in and listening?
Not in my Church of England school, no.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, we'll go for the old animal video. Wow. I'm always surprised at just how much effort those horses are putting in. And then you just get these lazy animals like seals just lying around. So glad Windows 7 improved our experience by just sticking this video in.
Yeah, it's a nice video, I think.
It's a lovely video, Vor. And back to Quake Live. Trying to get a sub. They didn't even have one lined up.
Well, Hazard is the sub already because I guess... Oh, who would have normally played? Who played last time we watched Sweden?
Dibby, maybe?
Maybe.
Ziv?
I don't think... Yeah, it was Ziv. I'm sure it was Ziv.
I thought Dibby played as well.
I don't know, maybe.
Wow, they just got so many players that could play though.
Yeah, Ziv, Dibby, Toxic.
Fox.
Well, Fox isn't
Gopher.
really around anymore, is he? Yeah, Gopher's on the comeback, apparently.
Some other Swedes.
Who's other Swedes? I can't even think.
Oh, God. One of us should just join them. Who's D4D4?
I don't know.
Is he a
Tell me.
streamer? Another stream or something?
Could be.
Could be. Horwix is on the server.
Yeah,
So maybe it's the Czech stream?
maybe.
Unless they're just coaching the Czech team. And nobody's noticed yet.
RBLS, I don't know what that is. Rubles?
Yeah, maybe he's Russian.
Russian stream? I don't know.
Yeah, Maddox as well. Yeah, I forgot about Maddox. Funny Bee.
Maddox, Fookie.
Yeah.
Faz
Go get
is an obvious-
Zamus. Go get Blue.
Yeah. Wasn't it Faz who was playing?
Oh, Faz.
in
Yeah,
previous
where's
games?
Faz?
He's on our scene channel. Been AFK 4 hours, 40 minutes or so.
Oh, is Horwix the cup admin? No, Dozer's the cup admin on here.
Yeah, it's ClanBase.
Yeah, this is the old
This
clan
isn't,
base, mate.
What was those?
Quake Quick Cup.
Cup, yeah. Quake Quick Cups were Good Nations Cups.
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant.
Until they were tainted by Lincoln faking for Austria.
Scumbag. Still waiting on the Frag movie
From what?
from the Nations Cup. They had Colosseum. I think it was Colosseum, wasn't it? That's what it's called. The first one, and then the Quake
I know
Live
those
one.
names. They were good.
Colosseum 2, 0QL making that. That was going to come out after the Nations Cup. And I think it got vastly delayed because the final never got played. And
Hey,
had
look,
to be
here's some
defaulted.
news. He said it wrong, but releasing on DH, DreamHack.
Big news there. Who said that?
0QL.
There you go. Colosseum 2 released around DreamHack, maybe on the day of DreamHack. That is going to be a great movie. The first one obviously was brilliant, but that was Quake 3, I think.
Yeah,
Just
such a
Nations
better game.
Cup, doesn't it? It's just Nations Cup's just great to watch, I think.
I think Nations Cup's better to watch because the nations are more evenly matched than the clans. The clans are a bit top heavy within the scene. Now the top clans are going to decimate the lower skilled clans, and there aren't that many top teams to play each other and give each other good competition. It's just slightly more even, I think, between nations. Some guy
yeah.
coming. Is
Oh.
it Toxic? That'd be good.
Maybe it's Lincoln. Alright, I'm going to be starting on Creaser, by the way, because he's got the best stack on the server. He's just about to pick up this upper yellow. I didn't actually realise he hadn't picked it up yet. Unless that's already updated his armour and it just hasn't got it off the timer. Who knows? This match must have already been over. We've been waiting so long.
Yeah, probably by now. Or at least would be in the dying seconds. Restart.
We're not Russian.
I think a restart would be pretty generous to Sweden.
Yeah,
The
just give it
Czechs have made a
default
good
victory.
start to this map.
They
They're
should,
definitely
like,
not
the
gonna wanna
timeout, yeah.
restart.
Timeout should absorb time.
No, it shouldn't.
Yeah, it should. So
Otherwise
when you
you
go
just
ahead, you
fucking
just
time
time out, and then you win the round.
Ah, here comes Ziv.
Oh no!
But it's not really an upgrade, it's more like a
different
side
style
grade.
of player, isn't it?
Yeah, because Puri obviously being a strong player, you know, you'd want to replace him with a strong player, and they've got Ziv, who is also obviously a strong player.
It's a great description. A strong player. Not a weak player.
Well, he's not going to lose you the game, put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, Puri's one of those players who can definitely win you a game, though. Is Ziv that style of player? Don't know. Not quite as aggressive as Puri, I'd say. So they might need to change their tactics around a little bit about who holds what area, who's being the aggressor. Be interesting to see anyway how it changes. Come on guys, let's get going.
We are not ready, not yet. I guess they have to rework the way they were going to play this map now with Ziv's in.
Right, he's joined. I'm going to see what player number he is. Players, he is number 12. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, of course. Probably must have been last to join anyway.
Oh yeah, that's a good view. You can see that player I talked about an hour ago who I said was quite weak standing on that rail platform. He might be able to get a shot away, but I don't think you can actually see. You know, it's one of those viewpoints where he can see him, but he's not going to be able to see him properly. He's not going to make the shot.
It's quite an amusing spawn in a way. I mean, he spawned right next to where Puri vanished.
Yeah, interesting that.
Except without his weapons and armour. Detour, I mean, I guess he would have, if he's been paying attention, would have heard him spawn.
Yeah, but I mean, the game was paused about a year ago, so he might have drifted off by now.
Drifted off. We've got Flatek, who is coming in towards the rail in red. It looks like, I mean, it's hard to tell which direction he's going to be moving in, but
the next action should be taking place in this back room, whether or not, I think it's Detor still on the rail platform, whether or not he moves through the teleporter. It wouldn't be a great time to do it, like he could get machine gunned down by Sparty.
Alright, we'll stay on Detour anyway and just see what happens with him. Alright, so he just sits by the red. Oh, in fact, the rail was up, and Flatek's got that. They should really back off here, though. Oh, Sparty goes down. There's that 50. Looking tempting for both of those players.
Yeah, it's not as vulnerable as a position as it used to be. I mean, if you stood on that rail platform before, you were quite at risk from machine gun, but the nerf to machine gun, it's not that bad of a place to be.
Detour just picked up the red as well. He switched away from his rail to save it and backed off away from that Sparty push with rockets. That was a good play from him to save that. He's now palmed it off. Oh, they've lost the yellow and LG somehow. Let's go and switch around and see what Carisa's doing. He went down for the mega health. He's got no armor left. With that rocket launcher and rail now. Ah, and he's just got to be careful going through that telly now. 25 seconds until the quad. Now on this map, you really want to set up the quad nice and early. But 10 seconds till the red before that though, so both
He's looking to set it up now, otherwise it's going to be hard to push in.
His teammate just took the yellow right in front of him. Red's going to be up. Oh, and Creaser's got it. Now he needs to get up to this. He might want to rocket jump up. No, he's not going to do that. He needs to get in quick. Oh. What happened? Oh, the quad went down. Detour gets the kill. I think it was Sparty that picked it up, wasn't it?
Yeah, Sparty was on there with no health. But it's quite an important grab because, you know, another quad run for the Czechs would have been problems for Sweden.
Yeah, and luckily for them as well, Ziv got a nice spawn, yellow LG side, and he got in, stacked up, got the weapons, even moved out, got a couple of frags, and now they control it. And you'd say this is your base of operations, your starting point. Stack up in the yellow, get the weapons, get a bit of ammo, and move out to mid and do as much damage as you can.
Yeah, just like Ziv's doing now, because the LG is a really powerful weapon on that sort of bridge area of the map.
I see Ziv, I mean, that was just textbook how to play that. Didn't really lose anything, did a lot of damage, got a couple of frags out of it, and helped his team get the red as well. It's the important thing. And he's come back for this next yellow and LG. Let's see, is he going to move out again? Yes, he is. There you go. You've got a rail to work with. I mean, you can see that area itself with the rail. It's so useful.
Excellent.
Yeah, when your team's got control of the map, I mean, he's got access just to all parts of the map, pretty much, and having a rail, you know, there's so many shots you can make when you're playing this sort of area. You can make shots in the back room, you know, move out to the front where red is.
Well, he's just been caught out there, but Frag manages not to hit that last plasma bolt that would have won in the room, and look at Ziv, he's managed to get the yellow, get weapons, he's even up to 50 health now. Oh, bit aggressive, trying to go around the corner with LG against Rocket though, as Creaser takes him down. 5 seconds until quad. Looks like the Czechs are in position a little bit before, although, what's going to happen here?
2 seconds.
Creaser does take it. Sparty going down first. Now he'll want to make sure they've won that yellow armor room. So he's going to presumably move in high there, but yeah, get the 50 health first, maybe through the teleport and move in high around the back. And he's going to wait for the red. Before that he goes down, and we're on Hazard's point of view for the first time in this match, I think. Well, I can't really remember, it's so long ago here. Sparty picking up the red in front of him. Switch to Sparty Pov. And really, you have to question what happened to Czech Republic to lose the lightning gun area from the position we saw them in.
I think based on what we'd seen in the first part of the match before the timeout, what they do, the Czechs, is they actually move their whole team, you know, around the map. So they may have had the yellow and then all moved out to go for the next red, perhaps. That might have been where they lost it. Now they do play very tight, but if you're going to move around like that, you do risk, you know, Sweden moving in behind you, taking rooms as you move out of them.
Sweden have got 3 or so players around this red armor area. Sparty does pick up that item off its spawn and is trying to defend this rail platform. We've got 35 seconds till the quad. The teams are actually tied at the moment. And Sweden do control that yellow as well. Yellow LG. That'll be important. The last pickup just taken pretty much before quad is too close otherwise. And this will be the last red, which Sparty is on top of. And he's going to have a nice 160 armor stack there to work with. He's got full health as well. And look at this, Sweden should be in an absolutely dominant position for this power up here.
Yeah, they have a lot of weapons and they got the position. There's no chance of the Czechs getting in here.
He's got a shaft, and we're giving him a rail as well to work with. 2 frags straight away, and he's going to move in high to this yellow armor room. His teammates have already taken it, so he doesn't even need to do that. He can just search for frags. A little bit slow to get that kill with the lightning gun, maybe on a red stacked player. No mega up. Red's up 10 seconds. Not the most effective quadrant I've ever seen on this map, but it wasn't too shabby either.
No, it didn't allow him to stay at the red either. He had to back off, you know, just as the red was coming up. If he'd have been slightly more effective with his killing, he could have stayed at that red and taken it.
Just cycle around, see what Frag's doing. I guess he's trying to work with this rail.
Kreis's pod should be, maybe not now, but this position, if you're on Kreiser now, he's dropped for this red, but he's trying to wait at the exit to the LG yellow. He's looking to ambush anyone on the way out, which is quite an important position when you're not holding that room.
There he is, getting the frag on Hazard. Nice bit of plasma work from him. It does eventually go down to Ziv, the substitute, mid-round for Puri. 10 minutes played. It feels like forever because of that massive timeout we had. See Ziv, he's got the mega health. He's got that last yellow in the LG room. We've got 25 seconds until the quad.
Yeah, he really needs an LG here so he can move out.
He does actually already have an LG, just he could move around to the back room and hope the ammo's up, but he might as well just wait for the lightning gun here because, yeah, it's going to be up before the quad. 10 seconds. He's gone down to wait for the mega. Let's cycle round and see what's going on. Flatek has rocket jumped up. Oh my god. He had just picked up red. He almost wastes all his armour. does get the frag on the one Swedish player who went in there with the gauntlet. And that Ziv actually managed to kill the quad with his stack.
Yeah, he obviously mistaken when that mega was coming up, so he had no chance of getting to quad, but, you know, once he moved out, he did kill the quad, so...
It was a mistaken rocket jump up, really. Cost him a bit too much health and armor, and then that one Swedish player walking in with the pummel. Ziv just standing this yellow rim, let's move round. Take over this red. He's going to go down to Sparty, who's trying to control this red in rail for the whole match so far. It's a pretty standard tactic. You will have certain individuals with that role. Hazard does pick up the red in front of the Czech team, and oh, just goes down there. Detor's rail guarding that tele exit. Now they are 9 frags behind, but that's pretty much nothing on this map. You can get that in one quad run.
That is true, but they are struggling to keep hold of that red area. At the moment, Sweden are getting more reds from the Czechs, which is quite a problem when they're also holding that LG yellow and getting most of the megas. Can't let that continue for too long, otherwise the score will just slowly increase.
First impressive for Hazard. He's well known for his dominant rail. Well, pretty much like every Swede. 25 seconds until this next quad coming up. Hazard actually was in a great position, that he's just dropped off to defend that rocket launcher. He's actually lost the upper position now on the quad area that was so advantageous to hold. Before the power-up spawns, 10 seconds until the quad, and it looks like Czechs aren't really in position to take it at the moment. We're following Creaser as he's trying to work the rail. Hit some nice shots, but will they get the quad? No, they're going to miss out completely, and Ziv has got a nice bit of armour to work with. He healthed up in the middle of that as well. Picks up the red, oh my god, he misses it!
That's brilliant, again by Flat. He just dropped on him with that plasma like he did earlier in the map to quad. Same
Brilliant
area
kill,
as well.
Brilliant. Really well played from him, but you've got to say, you can't really afford those kind of save the day kill quad. You want to be getting the quad, you want to be running the quad and getting the frags, because they are falling slightly further behind every time they miss out on a quad. Creaser just causing a bit of trouble here at the yellow. Bab misses those rockets. He's still had 40 health to survive, so we're on Bab's point of view. I think it's the first time being on him, in fact.
Yeah, it is.
Moving in, takes him out.
Yeah, taken straight out. But Bab has been doing a good job. He's been playing more at the red, and you know, Sweden have been doing pretty well on the red. If you can hold LG yellow and still take a lot of reds, you're doing quite a good job.
Flatek doing an excellent job surviving there with the shotgun, doing a fair bit of damage. Does eventually get sussed down by Sparty, and we haven't spotted Sparty anywhere else but this red area at the moment. And look at this, it's a 2 frag game. 1 frag make that. Teams are tied even. 4 seconds till this red, and it looks like Czech Republic should take it, although they better watch out for the rush from the Swedes, and there it is. It's all Sweden been doing the whole match, just rushing on the time of that red. Pretty much means anybody holding that red side is not going to get any advantage from the red armour, but you do have to fight over it. It's kind of catch-22 situation.
You can't let it go uncontested, obviously, because you know, taking a 300 armour, too powerful to let it go.
Following Bab, moving through towards the quad last second. Oh my god, he's pretty much blown himself up. The quad's been picked up by Detor. And he actually blowed himself up in the end, but it's important at least they got that quad.
Yeah, but Bab was on his own there. There was no other teammate with him. He did blow himself up, but he didn't have much choice because he had to try and defend it.
Oh, what the hell?
Impressive.
Shit, how do I do it?
Do what?
I've totally messed up.
What?
You don't want to know. It like zoomed in. You know when it's like a tiny box?
I don't even want to know what you've done, to be honest.
Yeah, there we go. Fixed it. Yeah, you really don't want to know.
But I'll ruin this game, but it's actually pretty close.
Yeah, I am trying to ruin it, you're right. Oh my god, even the team names are messed up now. Okay, that's better. So Sweden do lead. We've got 2 sets of power-ups left. I don't even have it on the timer now because I re-exec the stream config. I'm following Bab at the moment.
Yeah, good POV to be on. It'll be up to him to defend this. He's got the weapons to do it.
That rail just hit him though, rushing around the corner of the Czechs. And there it is, quad damage picked up. Creaser, of all the people, you would want him on the Czech team to take it. Hits that rail as well, and Hazard managed to dodge a Swedish pot shot. And their second impressive there on Sparty. Ziv going down to the rail as well. Bit of an arrogant quad run at the moment with the rail. Only 8 health to work with. Picks up the 2-5 bubbles. There's no 25 up by the quad. No 25 below that either. So there's the 50. Sparty going down to the last frag with quad with the rail.
That's a pretty big kill as well, because Sparty had just taken the red armor.
And with Frag's point of view, he's going to pick up this lightning gun. 10 seconds until the red, so he can't really work with that. Sparty there timed the red perfectly and just took it. Just see the importance of having a player who can time one item and just drop it every single time.
I didn't say anything, but I just knew he was going to come back, and Frag should have been more aware of that. He should have really done more to Sparty. You know, he had an LG, it's a good weapon to use in that area. But he really didn't do anything.
How do you defend against someone just dropping on it though? I mean, do you stand right on the red? Do you stand above it?
Well, there's only 2 places you can drop from. You can drop from the plasma, where, you know, you should be able to see them if you look up toward it, or they can drop from the actual main part of the bridge itself. You should also see, really.
So Bab getting that frag. On frag. And it looks like, I mean, the score, we've got 10 seconds till quad. Czech Republic needs something special from this quad run. And it looks like it's going to be a Swedish grab. Sparty, perhaps. Yeah, there he is, 100. He's got a shotgun to work with. Does have a rail as well. Misses his shots! Oh my god! A plasma in the back takes him down again.
And not the best quad run Sparty's ever made, but they've already done the work, they are ahead, it wasn't a problem. But the Czechs, if they'd have just attacked quad earlier, they did have the weapons to make an attack. It just, you know, you can't attack when there's 3 or 4 seconds left. You know, you have to be in there earlier than that.
Yep. And just like the UK versus Serbia, you mess up getting the quads, you're not going to win this map. It's very, very important, the power-ups.
Because even with all the nerfs to shotgun and how dominant shotgun and quad used to be on this map, you know, this map is still... Quad is just so important on this map. You can still make 5 or 6 frag quad runs quite easily on here, and those are what really win you a map like this.
Alright, so this map runs down. I'm going to stop the VOD because it's going to run over otherwise.
Blue wins.
How long was that VOD, considering you did restart it just before we went live on this map?
1 second.